Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial we'll write a Python program to print this number pattern. Shape of this pattern is a right triangle. Here number of row is 5 in this example, but in the program we'll ask the user to enter number of row. And for number of column I'll use the formula row plus 1. Here because when row is 0 I want 1 column, when row is 1 I want 2 column. And when row is 2 we need 3 column like that. That's why we'll use row plus 1 formula for number of columns. And for numbers, to print numbers, in column 0 we want 1, in column 1 we want 2, in column 2 we want 3, in column 3 we want 4, in column 4 we want 5. So that is nothing but column plus 1, right? To print numbers we'll use the formula column plus 1. Alright, so this is about the shape of the pattern and number we want to print in this pattern. Okay, then let's write the program. Alright, in the Python file, the first step in pattern program is we need to ask the user to enter the input. Here input is number of row. So for that, let's take a variable, use input function, write a message, and because here we are using Python 3, use int function to convert string input to integer input, because in Python 3 by default this input function will take input as string value. Done with the first step, and the next step is we need to use nested for loop to print numbers in different row and different column. So here in the range function I need to mention how many row we want in our output. We want num rows, and here row is the variable which represent the row number. Here we are taking the row number from 0, right? Starting row will be row 0. Then inside this let's take the another for loop for column. Here also in the range function I need to mention how many columns we want in each row. Here actually we need row plus 1 column in each row. When row is 0 we need 1 column. When row number is 1 we need 2 column. When row number is 2 we need 3 columns. That's why row plus 1. And here call is the variable name which represent the column number. Inside this for loop we need to use print function to print numbers. And to print numbers we'll use the formula column plus 1 because we want number 1 in 0th column, number 2 in first column, like that. That's why I'll use the formula column plus 1. Then I'll use n parameter. I'll change its value. Default value is /n, but here we will change it to space so that it will print the numbers in the same line, and this space will add the space between the numbers. Alright. Next here we need to use print function so that end becomes /n. It will print different row in different lines. Okay, so now we are done with the program. You may have confusion why we are using end here and why we are using this print function. So for that you can watch my previous tutorial. In that I explained you how we can print numbers in right triangle shape. If you want detailed explanation about the shape of the pattern, then you can go and watch that. I'll give you the link of that video in the description box. Right, now we are done. Let's save this and execute the program. Here number of row 5, and here you can see the output. Let's take 10, and here you can see the output. Okay. So in this program what we did is we asked the user to enter number of row. Because it is a right triangle shape, number of row is not equal to number of column here. So we'll ask the user to mention number of row. And next we'll use nested for loop to print numbers in different row and column. Here we know how many row we want. We ask the user for that. And here for column we'll use this formula row plus 1, because in every row when row is 0 we want 1 column. When row number is 1 we need 2 column. When row number is 2 we need 3 columns. Alright, that's why here we used row plus 1. Here row is the variable which represents the row number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and column is the number which represents the column number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here row plus 1 is the number of column we want in each row. And here to print the number we used this formula column plus 1. Here col represent the column number. So when column number is 0, we need here 1. When column number is 1, we need 2. Right? That's why we used this formula. Here we used end is equal to space because we want to print the numbers in the same line and we need space between the numbers. That's why we used this. We used this print function because after completing one row, after printing the numbers in one row, we need to print next row in the next line. That's why we are using this print function. Here by default end value will be /n. So after printing this value, it will go to the next line to print the next row. Right? So this is about this program. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.